What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, Quinny W20 here coming for the West. We talked about who gonna get the AFC in the East. Now let's talk about who gets the AFC in the West. Now the West is a little different than the East because the Clippers are the 7th seed in the West, and they separated by a lot of games. They won 33 games and they only lost 23. So they got like a 5-game cushion to stay the 7th seed. Phoenix is right now the 8th seed. They up by 2.5 games above New Orleans, and they 3 games ahead of OKC for the 8th seed. Phoenix is. And we're gonna talk about who you think gonna get the 8th seed. I know a lot of people gonna say OKC. They got Kevin Durant, they got Westbrook. But they had a lot of injuries, and Kevin Durant missed a whole lot of games. And he just came back from a toe injury. So I'm looking like if they get another injury, OKC pretty much ain't gonna make the playoffs. Because if Westbrook, he been playing hard, he been going hard to the rim. If he gets another broken wrist, if he falls a little hard, they could easily fall out of the playoff picture. If they lose Westbrook, they could win a lot of games because Kevin Durant could carry them like he did last year. But this team is getting to a point where they can't lose as much as they've been losing. OKC been losing 2 out of 3. They've been losing a couple in a row. They just lost against the Pelicans. Then they just won 2 in a row. OKC in a position where they can't really lose that many more games. They go on a 2-3 game losing streak, and Phoenix go on a 3-game winning streak. Phoenix can get a 6-game lead, which is going to be, you know how hard that is to make up in the West. Because Phoenix going to have to lose and you going to have to win. So it's going to be hard for OKC to make up this time against Phoenix because Phoenix grew the lead to 3 games already. Oh, and then Pelicans, they only two games back. They've been playing a whole lot better since Anthony Davis came back. Even when Anthony Davis was injured, Tyreke Evans stepped up. Eric Gordon stepped up. This team looks real good. Omar Ashik is playing good. Anthony Davis, Eric Gordon, he was struggling in the beginning of the season. Now he's becoming back to the old Eric Gordon that we seen in the Clippers. They need to get Drew Holiday back. But Tyreke Evans, he had a triple-double. He had a couple 20-point games. He had a couple high assist games. Tyreke Evans been playing that point guard position good, especially in that pick and roll. He's cutting to the basket. He's finishing. He's drawing fouls. He's passing it to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis been picking and popping. He just got injured in the Bulls game, but they say day-to-day he might play against Utah. But they got a pretty easy schedule. If they can win 2 of them, like if they can beat Utah and beat another team, and Phoenix lose one of their next games, they'll be a game behind Phoenix, which means the Pelicans got a legitimate chance of making a playoff this year. I prefer them to make the playoffs out of all the teams because I think they can give a team a run for their money. Drew Holiday, Tyreke Evans, Anthony Davis, Ryan Anderson, Omar Ashik is a very, very good team. And I would love to see them play Golden State in the first round. But OKC, if they beat Golden State already, so if OKC play Golden State, I would love to see that in a 7-game series because Westbrook, Stephen Curry, then you got Kevin Durant going for 30. Then you got David Lee, Draymond Green. And it's going to be crazy to see that series. Like OKC Golden State in the first round. I don't even know who will win that series in 7 games. I'd love to see that series, man. And I hope OKC do get that 8th seed so I can see Golden State play OKC. I think everybody would love to see that series. And that would be kind of funny to see Golden State get put out in the first round or to see OKC, who they only got 1 more year of Kevin Durant and Westbrook, then they free agents. So you'd be like, damn, I want to see OKC get to the finals again. This year, if they get the 8th seed, they got to go against the best team in the NBA, which means they could go home in the first round. But we know the Pelicans can't beat Golden State in a 7-game series. We know Phoenix can't beat Golden State in a 7-game series, but OKC probably could. So we probably would love to see OKC make it, but their offense is stagnant. Westbrook been breaking a lot of shots in the 4th quarter. He been turning it over a lot in the 4th quarter. Kevin Durant been rushing and shooting up bad shots in the 4th quarter. Their offense really been struggling, and their defense hasn't been that good either. So it's looking like OKC really could miss the playoffs if they can't get their offense and defense to click again. If they can get it back together, OKC should be a lock. Like Phoenix right now, they've been holding on to the AFC barely, but they've been winning enough games to stay in the AFC. But the Pelicans and OKC, they need to go on a win streak. If they can't go on a win streak, it's going to be hard for them to make up that 3-game deficit to Phoenix, because if they continue to lose, Phoenix can continue to have the lead. Pelicans need to go on a 7-game win streak. OKC need to go on a 7 to 8-game win streak if they want to make that AFC spot. Because if y'all keep winning 3, 4, 5, then losing 2, Phoenix gonna stay the AFC. So it's looking like Phoenix might just make it with the AFC, but I think they're gonna be a first-round exit. But it's looking like Phoenix actually could make the AFC right now, because that 3-game lead is so hard to make up when you don't go on a win streak. And like I said before, Phoenix, if they go on a win streak, and because they fully healthy, they can go on a 5-6-game win streak and grow the league up to 5 or 6 games. And it's gonna be hard for them to make up OKC and Pelicans to make up that spot when they that far behind, already by 3 games. So if OKC can win a couple in a row, or the Pelicans, they 3 games above 500. If they can't win like 4, 5, 6 in a row, and Phoenix stayed 3 games above them, or 2 games above them, Phoenix still can go on a win streak themselves and pretty much lock up the AFC. So OKC, they need to get their offense together, their defense together. Same with the Pelicans, need to get healthy and make a real run these last couple of games. It's like 30 games left, 30, 40 games left. They need to, it's like almost the All-Star break. It's like 30, 40 games left. Both of these teams need to go on an 8 to 10-game win streak to get that AFC, get a 2-game lead in the AFC before Phoenix get hot and get comfortable and just take over the AFC and lock it up. So I don't know who's going to make the AFC. I would love to see OKC make it so they can play Golden State. I would love to see the Pelicans make it for Anthony Davis can get MVP considerations and get some playoff experience. I'd love to see the Pelicans make it out of all of them, because I love to see that team in the playoffs. I love to see them get some playoff experience, and I love to see how Anthony Davis do in the playoffs. So I'm hoping the Pelicans make it, but I hope that OKC make it so they can play Golden State in the first round and we can have an amazing series. But it's looking like Phoenix going to hold on to it, because like I said, they up by 2-3 games, 2.5 games. If they can go on a win streak for 7 games, which they could, because their schedule could get easier. Their schedule get easier down the road. They could win 7 in a row and lock it up by the end of the season. So let me know who you guys think gonna get the AC. Do you think Phoenix can make it? Can they lock it up? Do you think the Pelicans gonna make it? They 3 games above 500. Or you think OKC for sure got it? They got 30 games left. Of course OKC gonna get it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share.